Kumkum Bhagya 27th January 2024 voice episode, voice update on VoiceBloom. The episode starts with Jasbir's Chacha telling that he is Mala and she is his wife. His wife says, "I didn't like the way you talked to me." Prachi says, "I am not talking that," and asks her to say clearly where is her son. Chacha says, "What do you want to say?" Manpreet says, "Your useless son has kidnapped our daughter," and asks where is he. Jasbir's Chachi asks them to go. Avi and Yug comes to the house and asks to leave Purvi. Chachi tells that Jasbir is our nephew. Vishakha says his Chacha loves Jasbir more than his own son and says you must know about his. His Chacha tells that he didn't know where is Jassi and says if he had known where is Jassi with the girl, then he would have get him arrested, as the girl doesn't deserve to be their bahu. Prachi says you talk about women welfare, and seeing this, they ask them to tell where is Purvi. Chacha says they don't know. Ashok calls the police inspector there. The guard opens the door. Avi asks where is Purvi. They enter the house. The guards along with others tie Avi and Yug to the chair. Chacha tells inspector that they don't know where is Jassi and they don't know if their daughter is with him or not. Vishakha asks them to say straight and says Jasbir is the politician of goons. Chachi says stop it. Diya says he is a goon, did you ask him to stop him? Manpreet says he is shameless, whoever marries him will curse you. Vishakha says will curse you also. Chachi says I will not hear anything against my family. Vishakha says he has kidnapped our daughter, else we wouldn't have come here. Ashok asks inspector to ask him. Inspector says both families have to come to the PS. They come to the PS. Khushi asks who are they? Diya tells her. Khushi tells inspector that they shall call Tiger's family as Jasbir and Tiger are always together. Inspector asks Chacha to call Tiger here. Manpreet says where is Prachi? Jasbir and Purvi look at the guy who has come there. Jasbir asks Tiger to throw him out else he will beat him. He asks Purvi what she was saying. Purvi says she doesn't love him and where there is no love there is no relation. Jasbir says but you respect me. Purvi says I don't respect you. Jasbir says I want to break my head with this coconut and tells that you remind me of my mother, who doesn't want to love my father, doesn't respect him and didn't want to marry him, but after marriage, she loved him, respected him and was ready to give her life for him. He says once we marry, you will love and respect me. Purvi says no. Jasbir takes the phone and says make a video call. Purvi says no marriage will happen. The goon shows Prachi on the road trying to get the rickshaw. Purvi says Ma. Jassi's goons kidnap Prachi. Jasbir asks Purvi if she will marry him now. Purvi says no. Jasbir says if she doesn't marry him then her mother will not be alive. They sit for the marriage. Jasbir asks Purvi to smile wide like when he saw her first. He says he will keep her happy all life, that smile will never vanish from her face. Pandit ji asks them to hold their hands for the hast milap. Purvi doesn't want to hold his hand. Jasbir asks Pandit ji to think that they have been holding hands in their hearts. Pandit ji says nice. Shera calls Jasbir and shows Yug and Avi at his house. Purvi says Avi and cries. Avi says Purvi. Shera says he came to my house, so I tied him. Avi asks him to send Purvi back to the wedding venue in 5 minutes, else he will repent all life. Jasbir says he will repent. Purvi says they have kidnapped my mother. Jasbir ends the call and says your mother will be brought here to bless us, as marriage is incomplete without her blessings. He says I wanted to call all the family, but for now, just your mother. Prachi is in the car decky and takes out the cloth from over her head. She opens the decky and sees Ashutosh as the car is stopped at the traffic signal. She calls him and asks him to open the decky. Ashutosh opens the decky. Prachi comes out and asks Ashutosh to run. She sits on his bike and leaves. The goons see her escaped.